With the structure in place and historical financials analyzed, it's time for us to focus on the top line, that is revenue. This is the time where storytelling will begin. We'll forecast companies' growth here. And in this video, I'll guide you how to project the revenues step by step. Hello friends, welcome back to Wall Street Mojo. In our series of financial modeling in Excel step-by-step tutorial, we have already discussed these two steps. First was creating the structure of the financial model and then analyzing the historical financial statements, right? And we have taken the case study of Apex Solutions where we are going to create a full three-statement financial model for that, right? So in this video, we are going to look at step number 3, that is projecting the revenues. And for that, I would like you to first go to the case study here and look at this statement, right? The objective is to create a financial model for the next 5-year period, right? And you need to incorporate management's projections and assumptions from MD&A section. Now, question is, what is MD&A? MD&A is nothing but management discussion and analysis section. So it's typically a part of the SEC filings. Like for example, when you download a 10K report of a specific company or an annual report, they have this section where they analyze the business of the company and also give you variables on how the company may perform going forward and what they feel about it, right? So analysts like us typically pick cues from there and you know create the financial model accordingly. So here, if you look at this MD&A section, I would like you to scroll here, and these are the excerpts from the MD&A section of Apex Solution. Okay, so for the revenue, we are going to focus this part, right? Product segments part. So let's look at what this is all about. There are 3 segments, right? Software, hardware, and IT services. Let's look at the software first. Contributing to major part of the revenue, software segment is projected to grow at an annual rate of 20% over the next 5-year period. This growth is fueled by increased demand for cloud-based solutions, subscription-based model, and enterprise software tailored to specific instructions. So the key here is that we have been provided how the growth rate of software segment will look like over the next 5-year period. Okay, so this is 20% given here. How about hardware? Hardware segment is expected to grow at an annual rate of what? 18%. Okay, so the growth is driven by rising demand for high performance servers, storage devices, and networking equipment. Likewise, when it comes to IT services, we see that the demand will grow by 16% annually, right? So all in all, we have the numbers as in the growth rates for all the next 5-year period, and all of this is kind of available in the management discussion and analysis section. Now, sometimes this may not be available, and you will have to come to your understanding of how the growth rate will look like, right? So typically what happens is you basically figure out how the growth rates has been historically, and you put a number according to that growth rate. So let's look at this first. Okay, for projecting the revenues, I would like you to scroll down here, right, and look at the growth rates of historical years, right? For software, how much was that? Hardware and IT services. So in order to calculate the growth rates in revenue of the different segments, I'll write this formula as, for software, it will be 15,000 divided by 12,000 minus 1. Okay, so this will give me the growth rate of software segment. So when expressed in percentage, we get this as 25%. Okay, from year 1 to year 2, historically, it has grown by 25%. I'll copy and paste this formula for the other year, and then we see that, okay, now it is 23.3%. Okay, and then when we look at the case study, and when we see this 20% over the next 5-year period, now this looks typically in line, right? So 25%, 23%. So obviously, it seems like the software segment is growing at a faster pace, right? So here we are going to put the assumption that is 20% for the next 5-year period. Okay, so this is what we are going to do right now. We have put 20% as the growth rate, right? Now let's look at the other segment as well. Okay, so hardware, this will be equal to 10,200 divided by 8500 minus 1. This comes out to be 20% and then 20.6%. Okay, so what was the management's expectation? That it will grow at the rate of 18%. Okay, so let me put this here. You can see that, all the assumptions which I'm putting, right, manually is blue color coded, right? So 18% and so on and so forth until the next 5-year period. How about IT services? The same thing, 6500 divided by 5000 minus 1, and we get this as 30%, 23.1%. And let's see how much is management expecting in this. Management is expecting around 16%. Okay, so let's put that here, 16%, and copy and paste. Okay, so now that we know how much is the growth rate for each of these next 5-year period, can we back calculate the revenue? The revenue can be easily calculated, right? We just need to know the previous year's revenue of that segment and then increase that by the respective percentage growth, right? So we can easily do that by putting this formula like this. Okay, so here we can write a simple formula. This will be equal to 18,500 multiplied by bracket open 1 plus your growth rate. What is the growth rate here? The growth rate here is 20%. So this formula will essentially mean 18,500 multiplied by 1.2, right? So this comes out to be 22,200. Okay. So if I copy and paste this formula from this to here, we'll get the increase in revenue for hardware, right? So this will work like this: 12,300 multiplied by 1 plus 18% growth rate, right? And let's do the same for IT services as well. This comes out to be 9280. So let me check the formula. This is 8,000 multiplied by 1 plus 16% growth, right? So if I add this up, how much is the total revenue? This comes out to be 45994, right? So this is the overall revenue for year 1. That's the projected revenue, okay? So I'll copy this block and paste it across for all the other 4 years as well, and we get this total revenues for the next 5-year period. So this is step number 3, projecting the revenues.